So this is based off that story for the guy from Equatorial Guinea who apparently has slept with many people's wives, very high-level individuals from Gavas, with the military, the corporate world over there. And it's quite shocking because I'm just like, wow, this is a story that's even crazier than that Diddy one. You know, Africa we had to set the bar, very high.
Who's Diddy? Let's show them how it's done.
Yeah, but at the same time, there's many lessons. There's a moral of the story to this thing. You gotta delete that sensitive information because at some point, it's a kuramba. You know, you might think it's only your bedroom that knows what's going down. I must be the people that you've been kinky with, you know, getting out here, doing all these promiscuous things with. Shock on you, especially if you're a high-level individual. You know, you gotta protect your back. But I feel like Kenyans are kidogo smart, man. Yeah, you know, we have a lot to lose. We've come from far. So if you've been grinding out here, you know, you're big in the corporate space. I'm a biashara. You know, the only people that I feel like they're a bit careless with their reputation and their brands are politicians. Like we've seen, pretty much in recent history.
Yeah.
You know, there's somebody who, you know, remember the story for the lady who was murdered?
Yeah.
Because of her, you know, her situation with the governor. You know,
That was sad.
What I mean? Yeah, so I feel like that was just so silly and very irresponsible, if at all it was true. You know, of course it was. Anyway, yeah, so and then, you know, these guys killing people, you know.
Randomly
in the clubs. It's like, respect yourself. Be responsible as a leader. Yeah. But, if you're just joining us, once again, very, very simple question. How long does it take you to delete sensitive information on your gadget? Right now, here, cruising the internet with Stephane. Atiwagwan with this US elections?
Yeah, so the US elections has actually kicked off. There's some states that have already started voting. But some US embassies has said that they're holding off on election watch parties, fearing it could get awkward. And this is based on the last time that the elections went on when Donald Trump was going on, and he won, and they said, I don't think there was an appetite to watch another Trump victory. So it's like they see it coming already, which is quite good.
Yeah.
But most of them, because of, you know, who Trump stands for, especially when you look at the women perspective, they're not quite happy. Some are not quite happy with him.
Mm-hmm.
But the race for White House is quite tight, with polling showing that both candidates are virtually tied, especially in the swing states where they need the most votes.
Right.
So this is quite interesting.
Very interesting. That's Arizona, Georgia, Michigan, Nevada, North Carolina, Pennsylvania, and Wisconsin. Apparently, they have tied there.
Yes, it's very tight, man.
It's very tight, yeah. But apparently, Donald Trump actually just cast his vote, and he said he's very confident.
Yeah.
He feels like he's in a good place. I don't know where you guys are putting your money on, but I'd really
I'm actually going red.
Yeah?
I'm going Trump all the way.
So we're all Trump. What about you, Jose? His silence looks like
I know where Jose's going. So Jose's the guy he wants this world to become very liberal.
Yeah.
Yes. Man. Are you serious?
Yeah,
do you know what a Kamala presidency would mean for Africa?
I don't like that guy.
Oh, you're
you
calling
may
a guy
not
now.
like the guy,
Yeah,
but the woman, I mean,
like I don't think you guys really love Trump either, but there's just certain things that we don't want to see happening in the world.
No, bro.
Compromise.
Yeah.
I love Trump.
You do, huh?
I think he's
awesome.
a boss.
What about you, Steph?
I like his business mindset, not really, you know, what he stands for, his values and everything, but his business mindset is quite good.
Yeah.
And if you look at some of the things that he did in the last year, we didn't have any wars going on.
Exactly.
Which is where we need to go. I feel like if Kamala was to take over power right now, you'd hear the US is going to war with China.
Israel is going to mess up Palestine. All these wars are going to start, exploding all over. Worse?
Yeah.
Is this gay agenda that's been pushed?
100%, man. I'm not ready for that, man. Kamala's too open-minded. We can't do those things, man.
You know, the cartoons that are coming up right now, they've just been left. I mean, it's crazy. Yeah. What about the school books that these kids are reading?
Exactly, man.
You know, I saw some parents complaining, I think in some state, I can't remember where it was, but they were saying, first of all, there's this cartoon that's come up. Actually, Nickelodeon also has a couple of those snippets where they're telling, it's like, boys are boys, just be yourself. And then the boy is in a skirt. You know, and they just be yourself. No. So they're slowly generating ideas into our children's minds, and I don't want it to go that way.
And that is what
she's promoting those kinds of things.
Yeah,
you know, and even just the border. All these Mexicans are streaming into the US, and I feel like Trump has a point. Like, we need to reduce all that, The guy's coming in without, proper paperwork and all that. So I guess
he said he's gonna deport a bunch of immigrants illegally
because of the crime rate.
Yeah, man. I mean, I would do the same. And then for me, Kwanzaa Kenyans, I've seen many Kenyans are really rooting for Trump simply because of the way America under the Biden administration has gone about its foreign policy.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. All, like you said, Steph, all these wars, and then when they come to Africa, if you look at how America relates to the IMF and the World Bank, I mean, are they here to really build us? To constantly offer us loans, which will definitely put us in a weird situation in the sense of now they have to come up with all these crazy tax policies. You know what I mean? Put us in a corner where now our president comes off as a puppet. You know what I mean? The thing about Donald Trump and his America First policy is actually good for Africa. Because we don't need too much foreign influence, when it comes to our affairs.
Yes.
And at the same time, for me, I'm just like, guys, forget even about business and foreign policy. If you look at somebody like Donald Trump, he's backed by serious people like Elon Musk, Vivek Ramsey.
Joe Rogan actually endorsed him.
Joe Rogan, JD Vance. And then the people who are out here endorsing Kamala. Cardi B.
Beyonce.
You know what I mean? No. You get, what is this? Asha Raymond, LeBron. Those are the people that you want. Nah, man. Nah. You guys, we just need to sort out this world. America has to take up its place as the global, what should I say? Champion of morals, man. Let's go back to basics.
A lot of people are actually looking at America because they've got a lot of investments in every single country around the world. So it's like, you're looking at your investments, you're like, okay, as a shareholder, like where do we stand? Especially as Kenya, they have a lot of stuff going on here. So if we have someone like Kamala, what does it mean for Kenya? What does it mean for Africa? And that is standing out to a lot of people. So people are watching this. But with Kamala, we feel like she's going to change a lot of things and not to better ourselves. First of all, the US dollar is not backed by gold. It's not backed by anything, which is quite scary.
No, she can't even change that, actually.
And she can't change that, yes. But I would rather have someone with a business perspective because they're going to look at the country as a business. And as a business, are you making money or are you making losses? And the first thing they're going to do is try and empower the Americans, increase employment rates, increase the value of the dollar, increase businesses there so that they can try and build the country. And that's where we need to go. We don't need people confused and saying, oh, you know what, I'm a pan today, and then tomorrow they're saying I'm a cat, and you're like, your whole CEO, how are you doing this business thing?
Let me ask you, do you think